What is sexual violence? You want to know the answers? Sit still, don't go anywhere, don't move, don't even change the channel. Stay on YouTube. Israel once again from Egypt's Cosmetics, hoping that you stay tuned to my beauty tips today. What is sexual violence? Sexual violence is something that is happening everywhere, all over. Sexual violence seems like sexual violence is an act that has been, is something that many guys, many teenagers are proud of. So it's more like even girls themselves have been addicted to guys who are violent, guys who are, you need to clap her around, you need to clap, these things, the things they watch on porn, the things they watch on movies. Girls are so intrigued. Teenage girls are intrigued in guys who are not boring. If he's boring, they don't want him. If he has to clap her around and smack her around and beat her around and clap her, and it has to be exciting. It has to be exciting. So if you're boring, if you're so good, if you are too good, then you're boring, then girls don't want you. Girls of today love someone. I honestly don't know why. But they're into guys who are hyper and aggressive, then she wants him. That's the guy that she wants. But then why are girls addicted to sexual violence? Sexual violent guys. Why are they addicted to violent guys? Why? A gangster, if a boy is a gangster, then that's exactly the guy that she wants. It's the guy that she wants. It's the guy that turns her on. She will do everything, she will do anything for that guy who's violent. They go for gangsters. A woman will leave a man who is dressed up nice with a pants that is up. He will leave a responsible man and go for this hip hop thug, a thug life kind of guy whose pants are hanging down here like he would leave the pants are hanging down here, and he's got no life. He has no life. The rapper, and he's rapping and he's swearing and he's, that's the guy that he wants. I don't know why women are triggered by these violent people, violent guys. But then now, what causes sexual violence, and what is sexual violence? Sexual violence is where sex, remember sex, there is a difference between making love and having sex. Having sex and making love. Making love has everything to do with emotions, with love. It's love. You love your woman, you love her, you handle her like a baby, and you don't I don't even know how to say it. You don't violently sex her. You don't sex her violently. You handle her properly. You enter your penis properly into her vagina, smoothly, softly. You do not just go like this, like what you see on pornography, on porn videos. No. You so many guys love just to hit it and enter. The girl is not even wet yet. She's not even wet. She's dry. She's dry like a chips. Like a dry chip. She's dry and she's not wet. You need to make a girl wet first. The girl has to be wet. You cannot just enter. Girls have to be wet. They have to be wet. If you find your girlfriend is never wet, she's a dry. Because you find women that are dry and women that are wet. If your girlfriend is dry, use lubricant, lubricate her vagina, lubricate it first. Don't just, that one is called rape. It's called rape. Many people are in relationships. Many women are in relationships, but they are being raped. They're being raped by their loved ones. They're being raped. Many women are in relationships but are being raped. They're being raped. There is no love. There is no love whatsoever. But he could be that's the way he loves. That's the way he loves her. You know, love is different. Love comes in very different forms. So that could be the nature that he loves. Because you find someone loves the woman so much, loves the wife, that he gets even so obsessed he can't think. Now that is a very unhealthy love. That one is lust. So sex today is lustful. Sex, like I was saying, there is making love and there is having sex. Having sex and making love are two things two things. But if you're not careful, you could be having only having sex. Like say for instance, if he goes and cheats behind you and cheats on you, if you are a woman, he goes and cheats on you, right? The guy will tell you it meant nothing, it was just sex, I was just having sex. And it's true, he was just having sex. He wasn't making love. Now he makes love to you, the wife. He makes love to you.
So.
Even away it's so.
I can't, I like to.
Play around with it.
Of which sometimes even when a guy is not clued, when a guy is not educated, when a guy is not well informed regarding sex education, is not well educated regarding sex, then you'll find that he will be lusting on the wife. It's the love that he knows. It's the love that he knows. He was exposed to pornography. That's how he grew up. He grew up when his mother was being smacked and beaten in front of his face. The father, his father, or the mother's boyfriend was clapping her and hitting her to bleed. So that kind of a boy will grow up with not making love. We won't grow up with love. So first of all, in order to make love, you need to have love. You need to have love. And to have love, you need to have been loved. You need to have been loved in order to have love. So the more you are loved, the more you were loved as a boy, as a little boy. You were loved until you grew up. You never got broken or disappointed up to a certain age where you became independent. You find that if you were loved, you grow to love because that love was installed in you. It was installed in you. Now, you cannot make love. There's no way you can make love if you do not have love, if you don't love, and if you don't love yourself. Most of these people who don't know how to love others, they don't love themselves. You can never fail to love someone else if you love yourself. Or if you love yourself, then that means you are filled with love. You are love, you're filled with love. Love is what flows out of you. Now, if love flows out of you simply because you love yourself, when you love yourself, then you're filled with love, then love is in you and you are in love. Therefore, you flow, love flows out of you. Flows out of you by nature. You don't even need to fight. You don't even need to strive. You don't even need to try so hard. You don't even need to fake it, to fake to people that you love them. It flows out of you. People are like, no, but I want to be around you. I love to be around him. I love to be around her. It's so fun to be around you because they feel love. It's flowing out of you. Remember what Jesus' side of you always comes out. If you've got anger, bitterness, and all that kind of stuff, resentment inside of you, it's a resentment that will stick out. It's resentment that will come out. So you'll find that people who hate them, who's got hatred, end up hating themselves. They hate themselves. You can never love yourself if you are angry at yourself. If you're angry at people, if you're mad at people, you'll always be mad at yourself. Be angry at yourself. You'll hate your life. You'll hate living. And therefore, that's what will come out of you. It's what will come out of you. Then you find when someone like that makes love, when someone like that have sex, it's a lust. It's not love. There's no love involved. They don't making love. They don't know how to love. They don't love themselves. They're just doing it to torture the other person. They're probably just doing what they saw on TV, on pornography, on social media, on movies. Is what they're doing. They're doing it with anger. They're doing it with so sexual violence is something that occurs. It derives from your experience. The experience that you've had with people, the experience that you've had with your upbringing, the heartbreaks you've had in your past relationships, the experience that you've had when you're going through life, that determines who you're gonna be. The sexual violence is something that usually happens to people who are damaged people who hate themselves, who don't love anybody. They don't love themselves first, and therefore they don't love anybody for that, in that matter. for that case. They don't love anybody. They just don't love. Now, most people are in relationships because of lust, not because of love. Now, what is lust exactly? Lust looks as if lust is the cousin of love. Lust is the cousin of love, but then it's more like it's the opposite of love. But then it's not the opposite of love, it's the cousin. It's more like they are similar, they are alike, but one is dark, the other one is light. One is dark, is from a dark world. Lust is the kind of love that is filled with selfness about me. When you're self-centered, you cannot be loving. You cannot love someone. That is not love. Love is not self-centered. Remember love. Let me read for you what love is. What is love? Love is giving. Love is giving. Love is forgiving. So it's always about other people. It's not always about you. Love is forgiving, forgive. Because in order to forgive, you first need to give. You need to give first, then you forgive. That's where the word forgiving.
Is your hairstylist telling you the whole truth about hair growing secrets and maintenance? In fact, Injib's hair product is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Injib's product maintains weaves, Brazilian and human hair extensions. Is your wedding coming soon but your hairline is a total mess? What kind of a party, event or function are you soon attending? Injib's product is the real deal when it comes to restoring damaged hairline. Find Injib's products at New Look Cosmetics in Epping Industrial, Cape Town, where they supply a variety of wholesale hair products. Find Injib's products at Jabula Cosmetics in the Golden Acre, Cape Town. Find Injib's products at A to Z Amani Cosmetics in Mowbray, Cape Town. Don't forget your Injib's products for your next hairdo. Remember, Injib's hair product is the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Forgiving. So you first give, and then love is forgiving. Love oversees what someone has done to you. Love oversees who has done something wrong to you. Love always sees why did they do it, what caused them to do it, who led them to doing it, why did they do it out of desperation, did they do it because they were hurting, did they do it? That's what love does. Love oversees, it overlooks. That's what love is. Now love forgives. And then love doesn't seek its own. Love is not self-centered. It's not self-centered. It's not about me. It's all about others. Love is not self-centered. Love is always about other people. It's about you giving yourself, sacrificing yourself for the other people, for others, to give to others, to empower others, to educate others, to communicate good communication with others, uplifting others, empowering others, and strengthening other people, strengthening those who are weak. That's what love does. And then also, love doesn't fight. Love doesn't seek anger. Love doesn't fight. It doesn't fight. Love dwells where there's peace. Where there's peace. Love is generous. It's generous. It's kind. Love is kind. Love is kind. So all that those are the definitions of love. Now when it comes to lust looks similar. It looks like love, right? Like I said, they are cousins. But then lust, on the other hand, lust is all about me. It's all about me. Remember, love is not about me, it's about others. Lust is all about me. What do I get out of it? What do I get out of it? Now remember, it's not hatred. Hatred is the opposite of love. Hatred is the opposite of love. Now, hatred is, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want you. I don't want anything from you. Leave me alone. Leave me. Don't even come. And that's hatred. Now, lust, on the other hand, lust brings you close. It looks as if it's love. Lust brings someone close, but then it's about they're bringing you. Lust is bringing you close, but to get something out of you. That's lust. So lust never forgives. Lust is like, yes, I will get back at him. I'll get back at her. she will see what I'm made of. It's fine. He smiles, he laughs, he's befriending her, but then one day he makes her pay, revenge. Now lust dwells where there's that kind of lust says love your bring your enemies close. Bring your friends close, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Now that's lust. Lust is always about me. It never forgive, it revenges. It revenges, but revenging in a frame, bringing your friends closer, you're laughing with them, you're doing everything with them, but then in the end, you know that you don't want them, you don't like them, but you are just keeping them for the sake of getting what you want out of them. Now that is lust. Now lust is not kind. Lust is not kind. Lust is cruel. It's cruel. Now lust has got similarities of hatred. But then when you look at it, lust is so manipulative. Lust is manipulative. Remember, hatred is all over. It's all, you'll see the person, the way they look at you is they hate you. They don't want to see you, don't want to talk. That's hatred. Lust is so manipulative. Lust, someone will hate you. Lest someone will bring you close, show you, you will be swept off your feet, you will trust them, you will think they care, but in the end it's all about them. It's all about them and hurting you. That's lust. Lust always lust seek its own. Lust is never kind. Lust is always manipulative. Lust is manipulative. Lust uses. Lust is about using you. So you find that in many relationships, in sex violence it's always about lust. It's never about making love. Sexual violence is usually derives. Those are the roots of sexual violence. It's the lust. They never make love. You find that a woman has never. I've got videos where I've mentioned that many women, a big number of women, they don't even know how to reach an orgasm. They don't know that a woman arrives. They don't know that a woman reaches an orgasm. They don't know a woman ejaculates. So if you do not make love to a woman, she will never learn to ejaculate. You will never make her arrive. If you're a guy and you just lust on a woman, now what does lust do? Lust is obsessed. Lust is obsessed. When a man is obsessed with you, or a woman is obsessed with you, then remember, like I said, lust is always about me. It's mine. You are mine. You're not going anywhere. Nobody will touch you. You're mine. You belong to me. It's about me and my ego.
Is your hairline damaged from all the chemicals applied? Do you braid your hair too tight? Are you wearing a wig every day? Injibs Cosmetics hair care range is the answer. Injibs range restores your hairline, moisturizing hair while giving it back its shine and elasticity. Injibs hair care range has a variety of products including hair food, weave and braid stays, shampoos and many more. Find Injibs at your nearest cosmetic store at an affordable price. Restore your hair back to its natural condition today. When it comes to a woman who cherishes her beauty, a little bit of attention takes her a long way. Looking elegant, beautiful and stylish puts that puzzle together, but there's that one piece missing, and only to realize that Injibs is the answer. Answer.
So lust is obsessed. It's obsessed. Where there is lust, there is always obsession. There's always obsession, there is always possession. You're mine and no one will touch you. See, what love does, love is like, look, I trust you, I really trust you, with whoever guy you speak to, whoever guy you talk to. Because I trust you. I don't care what, even if they make a move on you, even though they are after you, I don't care what you guys do because I trust you. Now love, where there is love, there is trust. Where there is love, trust is built. Then you find that you will always trust your woman. Whether she's sitting in the middle of a group of men, you will always trust her simply because you know that you love her. You don't lust. Now lust, on the other hand, lust is obsessive. Lust will be like, who was that talking to you? Who was that? Why was he asking you? Why wasn't you busy smacking her? That is lust. Lust is possessive. You're my property. No one owns you. I own you. You belong to me. Now that is lust. So lust is depressive. So where lust is, there's a lot of things that dwell there. There's anger, there's resentment, there's complaining, there is insecurities. Lust, when you're lusting over someone, insecure, you're always insecure, you always don't want to, because you believe that he's your property, or she belongs to you, she's your property, you possess her, she's your boyfriend, she's your girlfriend, and she's yours. You're afraid of losing her. Insecurities kick in. Where there is lust, there will always be insecurities. Now you find that where there is love, there's peace, there's kindness, there's joy, there is no negativity, there is no obsession, there is no possession, there is no lust, there is no insecurities, where there's lust, it will always be, why were you talking to them? Why did you look at them? Simply because the person belongs to you. You possess them. So you don't want them to see, you don't want them to touch, and you don't want them to be with anybody, you don't want them to walk anywhere, you don't want them to go anywhere. So those are the differences. Now, sexual violence derives from such stuff. Where you see someone who's sexually violent, then you know they are lusting. They don't love, it's not love, they're not making love to you, they're not making love to anybody, they don't love anybody. In other words, they don't even love themselves, they hate themselves. Usually it's the past experience, where they came from, where it derived from, that's where it derives. When a child is hurt, when a child is damaged, a lot, usually they hate themselves, they hate the world, they just hate everybody around, they just have to live. But then, now, instead of loving, because love was crushed and smashed and disappeared somewhere, then you find that lust takes over. He looks for a girlfriend to make sure that she complete him. He looks for people, he looks for victims to bully, to make sure that if he feels good and respected. He always demands respect everywhere he goes. Now that is where sexual violence comes from. So if you want to see more of this video to teach you how to handle sex matters, and how to treat women, and how to maintain your vaginas, and how to make your penises big, and how to have a healthy sexual life, make sure you subscribe there at the bottom, and also touch the bell button next to it to receive a notification to every awesome video that I upload to YouTube for you, just every day, whenever you want it. Put a comment there if you need me to make a video about anything. If you have questions, if you want to inquire and learn about something, put a comment there in the comment box. And also like this video, like it if you like it. If you don't like it, dislike it, click, don't just walk away, do something, participate, do something. Let's communicate. Let me come to your channel. If you have a channel, let me subscribe there. Let us communicate. Let us interact and know each other and learn about each other. So now share this video if you really have friends who really want to know and to hear this stuff. Share it on social media, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere. Share it to them so they can learn and hear these things. Israel once again from Egypt's Cosmetics, hoping that you stay tuned to my beauty tips today.